Have you ever wondered why your old, familiar bank branch might soon feel like a relic of the past? Or why more and more people, including your neighbor, your boss, and even your grandma, are ditching traditional banking for something faster, smarter, and entirely online? Well, today you're about to discover why digital banking is not just the future of money, but the smarter way to handle your finances starting now. And I promise, by the end of this video, you'll know something about your money that most people don't even realize yet. Number one, why is everyone talking about digital banking? Let's start here. Why is digital banking suddenly the talk of the town? Think about this. Back in the day, if you wanted to check your balance, you had to actually visit your bank. If you needed to transfer money, you'd fill out a slip of paper, stand in line, and wait. Sounds exhausting, right? Fast forward to today, you can do all of that and more with just a few taps on your phone. In fact, a 2024 survey showed that more than 80% of Americans now use some form of digital banking. Here's an example. Imagine it's a holiday and your rent is due. With a traditional bank, you'd probably have to wait until the next business day. With digital banking, you can send the payment instantly, even at 2 a.m. That's why everyone's talking about it, because time is money, and digital banking saves you both. Number two, what is digital banking anyway? Now you might be wondering, what exactly is digital banking? In simple words, digital banking means doing almost everything you'd normally do at a physical bank, but on your computer or smartphone instead. That includes checking your balance, paying bills, transferring money, even applying for loans. For example, banks like Chime, Ally, and SoFi are 100% digital. There are no physical branches at all. Yet, they offer all the services you expect from a bank. Some traditional banks like Chase and Bank of America also offer digital banking alongside their branches. So it's not one or the other. You can often choose. The key takeaway: you don't have to step into a branch anymore, unless you really miss that old carpet smell. Number three, why is digital banking the future? Okay, here's the big question. Why is digital banking not just a trend, but the future of money? Here's the story. Running a physical bank is expensive. There's rent, employees, utilities, but digital banks don't have those costs, so they can pass the savings back to you. For example, many digital banks offer accounts with zero monthly fees and even higher interest rates on savings compared to traditional banks. And there's more. Digital banking keeps evolving. Some apps now use artificial intelligence to give you personalized advice, like suggesting ways to save more based on your spending habits. It's faster, it's cheaper, it's smarter. And that's why experts say traditional banks as we know them could become the exception, not the rule. Number four, is digital banking safe? Now, I know what you're thinking. Is my money safe in a digital bank? Fair question. The answer is yes, if you choose wisely. Most legitimate digital banks in the USA are insured by the FDIC, just like traditional banks. That means your deposits are protected up to $250,000. On top of that, digital banks often use advanced security measures like two-factor authentication, biometric logins, and encryption. Here's an example. I once forgot my password to my digital bank app, but thanks to facial recognition and a quick security code, I was back in within a minute. The lesson? Your money is just as safe, if not safer, when you follow good security habits and use trusted banks. Number five, can you really live without cash? One of the big shifts digital banking brings is this. We're moving closer to a cashless society. Think about it. When was the last time you actually used cash? More people now pay with cards, apps, and even just tapping their phones. For example, some restaurants today won't even accept cash. They expect you to use your card or a payment app. Digital banking makes living without cash easier. You can send money to friends through apps like Zelle or Venmo. You can shop online. You can even split a dinner bill without needing exact change. And as more businesses go digital, carrying cash might feel as outdated as using a floppy disk. Number six, what are the biggest benefits of digital banking? Let's sum up some of the biggest reasons why people are making the switch. First, convenience. You can bank anywhere, anytime. Stuck in traffic? Pay your bills. On vacation? Transfer money. Second, lower fees. Many digital banks offer accounts with no minimum balance, no overdraft fees, and even free ATM access. Third, better interest. Digital banks often pay more on your savings because they have lower overhead costs. Here's an example. A friend of mine switched from a big traditional bank that paid him 0.01% interest on his savings. His new digital bank pays him 4%. That's a game changer. And finally, better tools. Many apps include budgeting tools, instant alerts, and insights to help you make smarter money decisions. Number 7. Are there downsides? Now, nothing is perfect. So let's be honest. Are there any downsides? Well, for starters, you can't just walk into a branch to talk to someone face to face. Some people still prefer that personal touch. Also, you need a good internet connection. If your phone dies or the network goes down, you could be stuck for a while. And not all digital banks offer every service. For example, some don't handle cash deposits well or offer business accounts. But for most beginners, these are small trade-offs compared to the benefits. Number 8. How do you get started? Ready to give digital banking a try? Here's what to do. Step 1. Research your options. Look for banks that are FDIC insured and have good reviews. Step 2. Check the fees. Make sure you're not paying for things you don't need. Step 3. Download the app and set up your account. You'll usually need your social security number, a government ID, and a few minutes. Step 4. Link your old bank account or deposit money directly. And that's it. You can now bank digitally, wherever you are. Here's a little tip. Start small. Try using your digital bank for everyday spending while keeping your savings in your old account. Once you feel comfortable, you can fully switch over. Number 9. How does digital banking help you save time? One of the biggest wins of digital banking is how much time it saves you. No more driving to a branch, waiting in line, or filling out paper forms just to do simple tasks. For example, you can deposit a check by simply taking a picture of it with your phone. You can set up automatic bill payments so you never miss a due date. And if you ever need to check your balance or see a recent transaction, it takes just seconds. Time is something you can never get back, and digital banking helps you keep more of it. Number 10. How does digital banking make budgeting easier? Another powerful benefit is the built-in budgeting tools that many digital banks offer. You can set spending limits, track your expenses by category, and get real-time alerts when you're close to overspending. For example, if you've set a grocery budget of $300 for the month, your app can notify you when you're getting close to that limit. Some apps even show you easy-to-understand graphs of where your money is going. This makes it easier to take control of your money instead of wondering where it all went. Number 11. What about international travel? If you've ever traveled abroad, you know how annoying it can be to deal with currency exchanges and expensive foreign transaction fees. Many digital banks now offer low or even zero foreign transaction fees, making them a great choice for travelers. You can also use your card or app almost anywhere in the world without worrying about carrying a lot of cash. For example, some banks even offer free ATM withdrawals internationally, saving you both money and hassle. If you love to travel, digital banking can make your trips smoother and more affordable. Number 12. Can digital banks help you earn more? Believe it or not, yes. Because digital banks have lower operating costs, they often offer better interest rates on savings accounts and even checking accounts. Some even offer cashback rewards on your purchases, much like credit cards do. For example, one popular digital bank offers 1% cashback on all debit card purchases and 5% interest on savings. That means your money can actually grow faster just by sitting in your account. Number 13. How does digital banking reduce stress? Money can be one of the biggest sources of stress. Not knowing if a payment cleared, forgetting when a bill is due, worrying about hidden fees. Digital banking gives you instant access to all your financial information anytime. You can set up alerts for low balances, upcoming bills, or even unusual activity that might mean fraud. All of this adds up to one thing: peace of mind. When you know your money is under control, life just feels a little easier. Number 14. Why is now the perfect time to switch? You might be wondering if you should wait, but the truth is, the sooner you switch, or at least try digital banking, the sooner you can enjoy all these benefits. More banks and apps are competing for your business, which means better features, lower fees, and more innovation than ever before. And the longer you stick to the old way of banking, the more opportunities you're missing to save time, save money, and reduce stress. So why wait? Number 15. What's next for digital banking? Here's the part you've been waiting for. What's coming next? Experts predict that banking will become even more personal thanks to artificial intelligence. Apps might soon be able to suggest exactly how much to save, when to invest, and even spot unusual spending patterns to protect you from fraud and blockchain technology. Yes, the same behind cryptocurrencies could make transactions faster and more secure than ever. In the near future, banking might not even look like banking anymore. Imagine asking your virtual assistant to pay your bills, save a portion of your paycheck, and invest the rest, all while you're making coffee. We're just at the beginning of this revolution. Now you've seen all the ways digital banking is changing how we save, spend, and manage money forever. If you could wave a magic wand and change just one thing about how you handle your money right now, what would it be? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear your thoughts.